The president started out by saying, I want you to hold our government accountable, I want you to hold me accountable.
That's right. So
what we've done here, I've got some slides, and these are things that are quotes out of the president's speeches and all. This one, as you recall, he says, I can make a firm pledge under my plan, no family making less than $250,000 a year will see any form of tax increase. Now, when I heard that, I breathed a sigh of relief. My golly, I don't make $250,000. I don't need to worry about any tax increase because he promised me that. Not your income tax, not your payroll tax, not your capital gains taxes, not any of your taxes. Now, he repeated this promise as all of us in this chamber before, saying, hey, if you're making $250,000 a year, don't worry about paying any taxes. And now you're getting me very upset, Judge, because what you're telling me is he's going to put a tax on energy. And my family doesn't make $250,000 a year, but we turn on light switches, we burn propane gas, and we also burn gasoline in the cars. Yeah, please jump in. I yield.
I sit on the Energy and Commerce Committee, and for the last 2 weeks we've been having hearings on President Obama's cap-and-trade energy tax. A number of things have come out that Judge Carter, that you've mentioned, that are very frightening, that have not been conveyed to the American people. In fact, go directly against President Obama's pledge there that people making less than $250,000 would pay no new taxes. The President's own budget, again, a record budget, largest in the history of our country, a bill that passed this House today. His budget has a line item in it that allocates $646 billion that would come in the form of new taxes from this cap-and-trade energy tax. Now, that is a tax on energy that every American family uses. A few of the things that have come out in committee that have not been denied by anybody: number one, the President's own budget director just a year ago was testifying before Congress when he was the head of the Congressional Budget Office. He said this cap-and-trade scheme would roughly add $1,300 per year more to every American family's energy bill, their utility bill. That's a low estimate. We've had revised numbers that have gone over $3,000 per American family that they would pay in higher energy taxes if this cap-and-trade energy tax passed.
Reclaim my time. I thought I heard the MIT professor and said it was $3,100 per average family. Now this is something that's a little upsetting, because first we have this promise. It couldn't be any more clear. And if you're not making $250,000, you don't have to worry about this tax increase. And now we're talking. Now the energy tax hasn't been passed yet, right?
Fortunately, it has not. It's in committee still, but they're trying to push it.
So in that regard, he hasn't broken the promise. He's just proposing it. But then, how about this S-chip that we voted on? This thing has got a tax increase in it. It's for people less than $250,000. This kind of thing, saying one thing, doing something different, is what creates some of that tension, that frustration that we saw in the people with the tea bags wanting to dump them in the Mississippi River.